Welcome to Decide New with JW. This is Decide New number 25, Warrior Mindset. So in one of my previous videos, Decide New number 5, we talked about changing your mindset and taking you from where you were mentally to where you want to be. So ensuring that you can get to success. So in this one is kind of an addition to that changing your mindset, but really talking about what a warrior mindset is. So to me, a warrior mindset demonstrates creativity, a discipline unlike others, morals, values, and an ethical code that is above the rest of society in every way. And the reason for that is because when you think about a warrior, you think about an individual that places themselves in harm's way on a day-to-day basis. So mentally, you want to be a warrior. So therefore, when you are put in harm's way on a day-to-day basis, say harm is what is keeping you from success, you know how to go ahead and prepare yourself to overcome anything that gets in your way, just like a warrior would. So let's take a warrior as, in modern day, a firefighter. A firefighter puts themselves in harm's way every day. They run to the burning building when the building is on fire. They don't run from it because they're trained, and mentally they know that is their job. That is their profession. They must go into the burning building when others are fleeing from it, because mentally we all have the fight or flight part in there, and warriors fight, others flee. So when you take on this warrior mindset, you are mentally preparing yourself to fight. Do not back down from the obstacle. You're not backing down from the harm or the fear of trying to get from where you are to where you want to be. So taking on that warrior mindset really is taking on what a real warrior would do, just mentality-wise. Why? Because it's easier to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm just going to have a positive mental attitude about certain things. But then life happens. And when life happens, sometimes we back down from it. Sometimes we get scared from what it's throwing at us. Sometimes we don't know how to react to it. So if you mentally prepare yourself and mentally train your mindset to take on this warrior mindset, it's just like the battlefield. When you get on the battlefield, you know what is at stake. There's a possibility you could die. And when there's a possibility that you can die, you fight harder. You fight with more purpose. You fight because you want to ensure that you go home and you survive. And that's what you need to do when it comes to getting to your success. You have to fight harder. You have to be prepared to die to ensure that you get to where you want to be. You have to overcome anything that's thrown your way. So when you start to take on that warrior mindset, you really prepare that mental toughness that can separate you on all levels from the other guy or gal that wants to accomplish the same thing as you. So if you're mentally preparing yourself for that, when you're going up against another individual, you already know that you're going to fight harder, you're going to fight longer. Mentally, you're prepared to take them on and get to success before they get to success. Because you got to think about it. If you're not training that way mentally, guess what? The other individual might. And if you go into any battle ill-prepared, you're not going to survive that battle. You have to think about it from that warrior standpoint. Why are warriors different than others? Why, when you talk about great warriors especially, why were they able to accomplish so much when other individual necessary warriors weren't, and they lost the wars and they lost the battles? You have to start thinking about that stuff and thinking about how you take your mentality and how you ensure that it, is creative, your own discipline. You will do this. You will not back down. You will fight to see another day type of mentality compared to the other individual. And I think the reason that it's been easy for me to take on this warrior mindset and take it from where I was to where I am is because of my profession. And originally, I wasn't going to talk about my profession in regards to what it actually was because I didn't think it was relevant to the videos. But as I've started to do more and more, I think it is. So therefore, the viewer that doesn't know who I am, my family and friends that watch these videos, they know who I am. They know what I do on a day-to-day basis. But for you, the viewer that doesn't know who the heck I am, I'm just JW. It's good for me to tell you and explain to you what I do, so therefore you're able to make the connection on what I mean by that warrior mindset and why I'm able to talk about these different struggles that I've been through in the past and really what my experience is in. So my warrior mindset comes from my profession, and for the last 15 years I've been a United States Marine, and I absolutely love it. And this is what I want to do, and I'm doing what I love, and that is the best part about my life. But it's because of what I do and the profession that I have that I'm able to take that warrior mindset on, because I have had to put myself in harm's way before, and I've had to see my fellow Marines put themselves in harm's way. And when you take yourself off of the battlefield, that harm is still there sometimes. And I have many friends and colleagues that still wrestle with some of those harms that they've been put in, even though we're no longer on the battlefield in many different ways. But mentally, they have that warrior mindset, and they know that they have to continue to fight every single day, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. And you do too. If you want to get to success, you can't wait till tomorrow to start. If you want to get to success, you have to do it. You have to decide on it, and you have to do it. You have to go ahead and check in. You have to be mentally prepared to get you to where you want to be. And you got to stop slacking. You got to stop taking your time. You got to stop making excuses and doing all this different stuff. So the warrior mindset really takes you and puts you in harm's way, so you know how to get through it. And if you're able to do that, you're able to see all the different issues that come up, all the little battles that you might have, you're able to accomplish, and you're able to win those battles and fight to continue to win the war, whatever that war is. And we'll say war is, what is in between you from where you are now to where you want to be, and that success. So there's a war that you have to win to get there. Well, you're not going to be able to do that just by thinking, you know what, I'm just going to get there. Well, that doesn't work. You have, all these little battles that you have to go ahead and win from point A to that last point, which is success, getting you to where you want to be. So understand that you don't have to be a Marine to have a warrior mindset. You don't have to be a firefighter or a police officer to have a warrior mindset, or what all the other different things that modern day society would consider warriors. But you do have to go ahead and change your mindset and understand that if you're not willing to change things about you, and you're not willing to adapt and kind of evolve in numerous ways on how you think, you're not going to be able to take on that warrior mindset. And if you think that you are able to do that, well, go ahead and show up for the race and see what happens, because it's not going to be pretty. Taking on that warrior mindset will take you further along the path to get you towards success. And I can honestly say that because the battles that I've been put in, not physically, but mentally, have been very difficult in numerous ways. And I wouldn't have been able to get through them, especially within the last 5 to 7 years, if my mindset wouldn't have changed. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because I had a battle that I almost lost, and luckily for me, I was able to get past it, far enough past it to eventually change my mindset and realize that if I was to fight that same battle today, I would destroy it, and I know that I would win. But at that time, I didn't have that warrior mindset, and I almost lost it. So it's very important to understand that there are many things that you're going to be able to do and do good. But if you really want to get to success in the way that you think and you say that you want to get to success, you have to go ahead and take on a warrior mindset about it and be able to put yourself into harm's way and know that you're going to be able to fight through it and get to where you want to be. So until my next video, thanks for watching Decide New number 25.